Tonight, Shannon gets hit in the head, so we're doing Potomac and Married to Med. It's Bravo, bitch.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hello.
Yes. I like to do my little dance.
Yes.
And my little song. Welcome to my favorite day of the week. Welcome to It's Bravo, Bitch with Hollywood Leanne. I'm Hollywood Leanne, and I'm joined by, I am Alexis Fierce, right?
Yes, I am Lexi Fierce. That is me. Hello.
She is a fellow AfterBuzzer from the Married to Medicine podcast after show.
Yes.
And the Real Housewives of Potomac after show. We're welcoming her to the Bravo Bitch podcast show.
I am so excited to be here. Obviously, I love Bravo because I'm on 2 Bravo shows and because Bravo's just the best. So I'm excited to talk all about it today.
Yes, I'm so glad you're here. As you know, I like to start off the show with a little gold star. It's like, you know, when you're just participating in the running, but you didn't actually win. You didn't make it onto the main topics of our show, but we like to give out some gold stars, some mentions.
I love
it. Once again, thank you for joining us.
Yes.
I'm really excited to talk about this. Obviously, she's from Married to Medicine, so you know we're going to talk about Married to Medicine.
Yes.
I had some comments last time on my Instagram and my YouTube. It's coming.
Yep.
We're doing Potomac. We're breaking down the looks. We're going to talk about best dress, best hair. But for now, Fofty is back. Do you know about this?
When does he ever go away?
The 50 Cent drama, yes. Lala was on Watch What Happens Live, and she said, I think I hurt his ego. In fact, I know it, and I have receipts, which open up the floodgates. Fofty has been coming after her, posting almost every day about her and Randall's double chin. What do we think about this?
He never gives up. That's definitely not somebody you ever want to have a beef with because he's going to keep it going until the ends of the earth. So she has definitely opened up a can of worms, and them worms is wiggling, and they ain't gonna stop.
G-unit worms.
It won't stop. Yeah.
He is burying her alive. It's really nice to see.
Oh, he is a shade queen, honey. Okay, don't let 50 Cent G-Unit tough guy fool you. He will throw some shade in a heartbeat.
We should give him a peach.
We should. I'm sure he would love it.
Wait, what do they get on Potomac? What do they have over there?
Like money? I don't know.
Well, Watch What Happens Live has just came back. I was talking about it on my last show that it's been really hot. We had Wendy Williams on. You know, even last night we had Eileen Davidson from Beverly Hills on, and she happened to make a little comment about Lisa Vanderpump going, oh yeah, you know, she's a little, she pussied out by not coming to the reunion. And I thought we were just kind of over it. I've been seeing lots of comments on Twitter, lots of comments about her coming back, and then lots of comments about you guys going, you guys need to stop talking about Lisa Vanderpump. You guys, I thought we were past this. It's been a couple months. Like, let's just let it go.
Do we ever get past anything in Housewife land? They'll still be bringing up things from 2000 if they could.
Seriously, Watch What Happens Live has been so good. Also, last night, not last night, but a couple nights ago, Candace from Real Housewives of Potomac, we have her photo wearing a Metallica t-shirt. We had a caller actually call in and ask her, can you name 3 Metallica songs?
And I'm sure she couldn't.
She couldn't. She was like, I can hum one. And they were like, what? No, that's not the... Can you name 3 Metallica songs?
I cannot, but it's a cute shirt, and I would still wear it even though I can't name 1 Metallica song.
I can name 5. I actually used to love Metallica. I'm a 90s kid. I'm a grunge kid, so I can name a couple. Enter Sandman, Until It Sleeps, Hero of the Day.
I know none of those, but I would wear that shirt.
Love
I
Metallica.
sure would.
It's giving away my age, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, I'm a 90s baby too, and I still nothing. But I mean, she looks cute regardless, even though she, couldn't name the amount. It's a cute shirt, and I like her hair like that.
Well, yes. Oh, God. If it's not on Watch What Happens Live, it's on SiriusXM. It's just the Bravo family. People in the Bravo family don't know how to keep their mouths shut.
Yeah.
People just blab their mouths, get in trouble, and now we're talking about Jeff Lewis again.
Oh, my gosh.
A couple episodes ago, we were talking about Jeff Lewis. We had his producer on here, who he called Starchy Archie, who he got mad at because one of the screens went blank during the show, and he freaked out on him. And it was actually in the press. But what we're talking about is him talking about his daughter's school, talking about one of the daughter's moms. He named her by first name, so the school freaked out. I think a big choral of moms together. I'm thinking like the Renata 5 from Big Little Lies got together because his little girl has been expelled from preschool and she's 2 years old.
Wow.
We have a photo for you guys.
She is so
Jeff,
cute.
Monroe, and Gage. Gage is not happy about this. He's like, you're delusional. What is wrong with you? Will you ever learn?
Yeah, I mean...
Did you ever watch Flipping Out?
I didn't watch Flipping Out, but I did hear about the story. And regardless of what her dad did or what anybody in her life did, she's 2. Like, first of all, why is she the one dealing with what grown people did?
Or
at
even
2
second
years
chances.
old?
Can we get a second chance?
Yeah, I mean, I guess what it really was is they told her, they were making sure that they knew that they could not bring her back there. But to say she got expelled, it's like, okay, well, what can a 2-year-old do to get expelled?
Exactly.
And I hope it don't stay on her record. She can't get into Harvard at 18 because she got expelled in preschool.
I'm telling you, he messed with like a Renata from Big Little Lies. You just don't mess with Amabella.
But you don't take it out on the kids. That's just below the
It's a little bit too much. I don't get it. I talked about Eileen on Watch What Happens Live. We do have a photo of Eileen, if I'm not mistaken. It might be the next one. Yes, that's her. So she was looking good. We had Lisa Rinna, Kyle Richards, even Brandi Glanville tweet about how gorgeous Eileen was looking and that we wanted her back. We have the photo of her on the Step and Repeat as well. It's a full body shot. Yeah, looking snatched.
I love that dress.
She looks amazing for 60.
Really good, yeah.
And I waited on her once, and she was super nice.
Really?
And so was her husband.
Oh, that's
They were
good.
very, very nice people.
That's good. You don't see that a lot out here.
I should have been
People
like,
aren't
Eileen,
nice.
I predict you're going to leave Housewives in a year and make a movie with your husband. Cast me.
She probably would have.
Well, that's what's happening right now. She's making a movie. She was in the AfterBuzz studio. Check out her interview with Tammy on Spotlight On here at Eileen Davidson. We keep it all in the family here.
Yes.
Real Housewives of Atlanta is really delicious, you guys. I have some really hot news about it, so you might want to stick until the end of the show. I'm not going to tell you now. I was going to give you a little bit of a hint, but I think I just want to tease you a little bit, especially since I didn't give you guys a thirst trap photo. I usually like to start with like a thirst trap photo, and we like to be like, thirsty and parched about it, and we'll be like, who is this man?
Well, nobody likes to be teased.
Exactly. So you better stay until the end of the show where I talk about Real Housewives. There's a big spoiler alert. We have some news about Nene and Giselle and Phaedra. One more Watch What Happens Live. But for now, I want to talk about Potomac.
Let's talk about Potomac. I love to talk about Potomac.
Oh my God. It was so ridiculous. Let me just say, I can't wait for the next episode. I feel like the husbands are going to bring it.
Oh, yeah.
They're coming in with receipts.
Michael and Chris, they look like they were really about to go at it.
Michael,
Rightfully so.
He wasn't even in the building and his back was all sweaty.
I noticed that.
I'm like,
too.
put on that coat.
Maybe the air conditioner.
We haven't even gotten started, baby boy.
Oh, yeah. He's sweating because he about to be in the hot seat, child. Because this whole season was majority about Michael's issues, so he's about to really get it.
I thought it was very interesting how we definitely talked about him the entire time. So I think Andy might have signaled to one of the producers, go get this man. I want him to hear what they're saying before.
Oh, yes.
Like, they were just nonstop, and they looked scared when he walked in. Rightfully
he walked in like he was about to like air the place out, like, yo, what's up, I'm here, keep talking type of way. So I would have been kind of scared too.
Well,
because you're supposed to come out with the rest of the husbands. You coming out bucking already. My husband ain't here to defend me right now, sir.
Well, Ashley's boobs are huge.
They are.
Oh God, let's talk about best dress. Candace's mom just wanted to come on to look good. We're gonna really get into it. This is the photo of the fabulous 6 ladies of Potomac, season 4. Can we blow it up a little bit so we could see the features a little bit? There we go. A little bit more if you don't mind. Okay, from what we could see, what do you think?
Honestly, I was very underwhelmed with everybody's outfit. First of all, they did the all white, and we've seen it done before on Atlanta.
Yeah.
And when they did it on Atlanta, they looked way better than how Potomac is looking. The only outfit I kind of liked was Candace because she did the dramatic with the fur. Monique's would have been cute too, but I felt like it was too short.
Oh,
it felt too
Monique's.
casual.
I love Monique's look. I love her hair. I even like the Grand Dame casual, kind of like messy after sex look. Even though we're not trying to think about Karen and like sex, especially after we saw that kiss.
Yeah, I don't want to think about her.
I'm traumatized from that kiss still.
Still, I think about it sometimes.
Too much tongue.
It wakes me up out of my sleep.
Ashley, it's just an overall improvement from that last wig. And we're
Oh, for sure.
I don't like Giselle's hair, but I do like the jumpsuit.
I don't like the jumpsuit. I don't know. I just feel like somebody took her, like, her mom's or I guess not her mom because she was born in the 70s, but somebody's 1970 wedding dress and attached it to some pants and she wore it. I wasn't really a fan of it. And I love Giselle. She's my girl, but I wasn't a big fan.
Let's move on to the next photo. This is who I thought looked the prettiest, just mug-wise, hair-wise.
Oh, yeah, the hair was laid. The makeup looked great per usual. I just felt like the outfit was just a little bit too casual for a reunion.
If you are listening to us on iTunes, give us a 5-star rating now. Actually, please give us a 5-star rating. I had someone go on there, my very first review, give me 1 star and say, Leon is the worst. Who would give him his own podcast? Like, really? Get out of here, Shelvin 1436 or something like that. Get out of here. Stop being a hater. It takes more of an effort to go and write a review that's so hateful than it is to just keep scrolling and keep going. Bye. You don't like it? Don't listen. But if you are listening to us, like I got on my Instagram today, that you listen on the way to work, that is fabulous. I hope you're having a great day at work and we want to make you laugh. So keep listening. We have a lot to talk about. Married to Medicine is coming up.
Yes.
And it is freaking messy. I saw the little how did we get here, like passport edition, way too much.
Yeah.
All right. Monique is who I vote the prettiest for the reunion. Who do you vote for?
I vote for Candace. I love the ponytail. I thought her makeup was gorgeous and I really liked her outfit.
But what about, that's Candace right there. But what about Robin's hair, that blonde hair?
I hate Robin's outfit. I hate her hair.
I love her hair.
But I never like Robin's hair. It always makes me upset. Because
Robin's
she's so beautiful
hair.
And her hair always looks a mess to me.
This whole season, her hair, I was not feeling it.
Yeah.
But I like this hair, though.
Started, it's definitely better for her. Like, if she usually wore her hair laid and then she came out with this wig, I'd be like, what is she doing? But because her hair usually doesn't look cute, I feel like this is a step up. But I'm not a big fan of it, honestly.
Randomly, Ronnie's in the chat. Hi, I see you guys. I see that there's a bunch of you guys in the chat and you're not saying hi. So say hi to me. You know I like when you say hi and interact. Hi, Kelly. Let's get into the next photo. I just picked this photo for Ashley because it's just such an upgrade from the wig in the confessional. It was so bad.
She said herself on the reunion that it was bad, so at least she can acknowledge that it was a terrible wig.
I feel kind of like that wig today. Like, I have crusties and like food on my shirt.
I think what also didn't help with that wig is she obviously was pregnant in that interview, and her face was super chubby and it just wasn't flattering for that type of cut. Maybe now that she's lost some of that baby fat in her face, it'll look a little better, but I don't want to see it again to know. So Real Housewives of Potomac, the fashion was there. Let's get into the drama. The purse hitting, do you believe it or not? Do you believe she got hit? I believe that her mom hit her. Yes, her mom.
Absolutely. Like, who are you? What are you smoking that we're gonna actually think that you just got up and casually went like this?
Yeah, and Candace went, oops, my face. But I don't believe that she got a whelp from it. Like, I mean, she would have had to really like swung.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
and then there would have been an actual incident.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't understand how you can get a whelp from getting hit with a purse.
And I don't believe that you both paid for a down payment for the house. Stop lying, girl.
I mean, the receipts had her name on it.
No, the receipts had her name on it, but the receipts don't show that they both put in for a down payment.
True.
That doesn't make any sense.
That's true.
I own a place and it doesn't say, oh, this person put in and so did it doesn't say that.
Well, maybe she Venmo'd her mom her half. Cash out.
Like her mom said, if you say so. Girl, I did not believe it. Christy Henry says, I hated her hair.
Who, Candace?
I think she's talking about Candace's because I liked.
I love the ponytail.
Oh, maybe she's talking about Robin because I did like Robin's hair.
Yeah, we did talk about her hair.
You gotta be specific, Christy. Let us know whose hair you
Maybe
don't
she
like.
meant everybody's hair because I mean nobody's hair was like spectacular aside from Candace and Monique.
There was like 20 minutes of Ashley and Candace arguing where it was literally like a blur. When Andy Cohen tells you to stop, because it's too much. He loves when you argue. He loves when you go crazy, when you get messy.
They never would have stopped though. I think
it was too much.
They could have gone for days.
I wasn't even listening at one point. I'm like, I can't.
I wasn't listening because I just feel like, why are we still talking about this? Like, I know the reunion is to talk about things that happened, on the show, but how many times are they going to argue about the same thing? Okay, she said that she was talking about you drinking and not trying to really get pregnant. Okay, you just had a baby, so it doesn't matter at
exactly.
this point,
And for the other girl to play the flip side, why can't you just admit that you're freaking nasty sometimes?
Yeah.
You are nasty.
Yeah.
Hello, roll the footage. Like, you with the butter knife, you have to be carried out. Like, there's times where you don't even speak to your mom. Well, granted, there's, her mom is crazy.
I don't blame her, but you know what? We talked about this on our Real Housewives of Potomac after show. Her mom is not like that with her siblings. So because I know that now, it makes me wonder, okay, it has to be something on Candace's end too, that she's the only one who ever has these issues with her mom. Either she just doesn't know how to react to her mom, or she just needs to let it go and realize her mom is her mom, or maybe her mom just treats her differently than the others.
Well, there's a lot of hurt there. Obviously, she didn't even know she had a brother.
Yeah.
Like, there is genuine hurt there. You know what I mean? But they're cut from the same cloth.
Yeah.
They were both even folding the napkin together at the same time. I'm like, look at you guys. You guys are the same person.
They are.
I think they both need a lot of work. They both need a lot of therapy. Like, you guys both need to get it together.
Yeah, they said they haven't been going anymore. They need to keep going.
A lot of people like the messiness, but a lot of people are also getting, at this point in social media, like, I don't know, you guys. This used to be fun, but now, like, every episode, like, it's like you guys have my job. Like, I'm the one that's supposed to be critical and telling you guys, like, the opinion, and you guys are supposed to get riled up over it, whether you agree or not. But these days, it's like everyone has their opinion. Everyone is so critical. So it's like, I don't even know if we're enjoying the show anymore. Like, now it's just like, I don't want Candace on there. She's not even messy. Like, she's nasty, and I want to sign a petition to get her off. Like, literally, someone sent me a message saying they're starting a petition to get her off. I'm like, it's a reality show.
Yeah, you got to have the people on there that you don't like to just I mean, I feel like you do. Like, I feel like there's always at least one person on Housewives or Married to Medicine or whatever reality show where you either don't like them or you just love to hate them. That's what keeps it going. If everybody just got along, we liked everybody, and everything was peaches and cream, we wouldn't be watching the show.
Yeah, exactly. They're still talking about the fashion in the live chat.
What are they saying?
They said they disagree with you, that they all looked wonderful.
That's so sweet. I mean, everybody looked great. I just was very underwhelmed with everybody's looks, especially because, like I said, Atlanta had done all white on a reunion before, and they slayed it. So I was just a little underwhelmed with what they chose.
Well, that's the thing about opinions. Everyone has them, and that's why we love it on this show. We love the clash. Keep it going. Keep being vocal.
Yeah, keep talking.
We appreciate the thumbs up. I appreciate all the message you guys send me. Make sure to follow It's Bravo Bitch Podcast on IG. It's getting traction, and I want more than 100 followers on there. I post all sorts of clips and all sorts of things, and you can send me messages on there like what you want to see for the following episode.
Yeah.
I'm listening to you guys. You said you wanted Married to Medicine. That's why so do you want to be called Lexi or Alexis?
I go by Lexi.
Lexi, okay. Yeah. Lexi, that's why
We're
Lexi's
friends
here.
now, so you can call me Lexi.
My friends call me Lexi. Yeah, all right. Well, let's talk about this. Next episode is where I feel we're really going to get the juice for Potomac. Like, I think this was just the starting point.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like we have spent 20 minutes on Ashley and Candace arguing about stupid things.
Right.
And what's up with Karen and being so weird about where coming back to Potomac? Can you fill us in on that? Like, what's up with that? What is she being so weird about? And Andy's like, is it the same furniture? And she's like, yes, it is. Can you believe that?
She's just always so weird to me. It's like she tries to be secretive, but not really. Like, she'll put out enough information for you to wonder what she's talking about, but not enough to where you feel like it's actually real because there's not enough information, if that makes sense. I always feel that way about Grand Dame. Like, okay, are you telling me or are you not telling me? Like, and then she'll be like, well, you can't know. It's like, well, why did you bring it up then?
Yeah.
You know? So.
Your favorite on Real Housewives of Potomac?
Giselle.
Oh, randomly, Ronnie's gonna love that.
We share
Giselle.
that. Yeah, he visited our Real Housewives of Potomac after show one day, and we bonded over our love for Giselle. I get a lot of heat about her being my favorite because she is the mess starter, but I think you always need that mess starter.
Oh, she is a mess starter.
That's why when Sheree was on Atlanta, she was one of my
Sheree.
favorites because she was, the bone collector. Somebody got to put the information out there. They're not going to go up to each other and tell each other what they've been saying about each other. So they need somebody to provide that information. Plus, Giselle's also my sorority sister, so there could be that.
I like Giselle. I'm interested in Robin, but I think it's more because I'm interested in Robin's husband.
Oh, Juan, yes. Now, he's my real favorite.
He is so cute.
He's so fine.
Do you think he's like, I don't know about their relationship?
We go back and forth about that all the time.
Weird, right?
Yeah, it is weird. I felt like in season 1, he just was really, really, really trying to get her back. I could really tell he really was into her. And in season 2, it feels like it kind of flipped.
The
like
tattoo?
He was kind of and then now with this tattoo, I feel
he
like
did
they're
not
just
look like happy to be there. Like he wanted to do it.
First of all, Robin, why are you letting this man get away with just getting that tiny little dot of a tattoo as a commitment? No, you need to get a ring because I feel like right now he just wants another baby and he's doing whatever he needs to do to get it from Robin. And I feel like she's the type of person who would do it off of that little dot of a tattoo.
Well, let's keep trying to make babies. I'm all about the trying to make babies.
Yeah, I want them to have a baby, but I want her to get a ring first. I would love to see them have a little girl because I know she'll be beautiful because their sons are gorgeous. But, I don't want her to do that off of, just like I said, a little tiny, tiny tattoo. It wasn't even a big tattoo. It was literally like the size of like a dot.
Do you think that Juan is the guy that Michael Darby was talking about?
Oh, for sure. Who else could it be?
I would S his D.
What other husband
For
could
real,
it be?
I saw that on Twitter. Somebody literally tweeted, like, we all know it's Juan.
Yeah,
like, we all know.
And he makes it so clear how much he loves Juan. It's so cute.
He's so cute.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see the next episode. Yeah. All the husbands are like, oh, I saw you. You grabbed other people's butts. Like, he is like a man butt fetish. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's why I don't understand why Ashley gets so offended. Like, oh, you think he did it? You think he did it? And it's like, I can see if he never had grabbed somebody's butt before and then he had these allegations.
So much smoke.
But he's done it so many times. Why would it be so hard to believe that he did it this
There's
one
so
time?
much smoke. Girl, there's plenty of fire. Just keep going. Just keep walking. All right, let's get into Married to Medicine. Oh, God. The numbers are great. You guys are really liking Married to Medicine this season, so I want to jump into it. I love that they have their own theme song. They're like Toya, Quad,
Dr.
Mariah.
Contessa.
I'm like, what? When I was watching Married to Medicine, dipping in back in the day, it was lights, camera. And now
they got their names.
Now they got their own theme song.
Oh, they household names now, honey.
Okay, I don't know if you knew this, but do you ever watch Shaws of Sunset?
I don't.
Mercedes named her Chihuahua after Toya. She's like, she kind of looks like Toya from Married to Medicine.
That's fitting.
Well, the fans have requested it, so we're here. Let's start with the Open and Honest podcast. Or should we start with, your husband is literally the definition of a big-ass bitch?
We could start anywhere between the two because, wow.
And that lady that was like, Because I'm going to let you take the floor, actually.
Yeah, so this season is a lot, okay? When we left, it seemed like everybody was in, like, a good place, and now everybody is into it. Like, even friend groups that you wouldn't think would be into it. Like, I know Jackie and Simone don't hate each other, but the fact that they're kind of on opposite ends of the friend groups, like, you have, Simone with Mariah, which is a thing in itself, and Toya, and then you have Heavenly, Quad, and Jackie. I've never really seen this split like this, and it's weird. I don't know how I feel about it. I think I want them back together.
And what do you think about the choice of Heavenly doing the podcast? Is it with Jackie, right? Is that a weird duo? Because
it is a weird duo.
I've been reading that people are like, what? That is
when
crazy.
I saw it, I was like, Heavenly and Jackie, like, I get they're close, but I didn't think they were that close. And plus, Jackie's not really like a mess starter like that. She's usually not the one who's doing all the talking and throwing all of the shade. So for her to have a podcast and to be, she wasn't throwing like throw it in your face shade like Heavenly does, but it was passive shade. Everybody knew who she was talking about.
And that's going to happen when you have your own show. Hi. You can say things that you want to get across. This is a platform. So you can bring on your friend. And if me and Lexi are shading on someone, like, we absolutely have the opportunity to do that. And I feel like the ladies took advantage of that. And of course, there was going to be trouble from this. You didn't ask any of the ladies. So they're all going to be listening going, what is this about?
And it's so unexpected from Jackie. Like, I would expect this from Heavenly because she's, the shade thrower.
Your mama.
Yeah, always talking about somebody's mama. Well, Mariah's mama.
Said what I said.
Always talking about Mariah's mama. But yeah, that was such a weird duo to me. Plus, I mean, I would have understood if it was, like I said, Jackie and Simone. They're very, very close. Or Quad and Heavenly. They're pretty close these past couple of seasons. But Heavenly and Jackie was weird to me.
Your favorite housewife, your favorite Married to Medicine cast member?
It always changes. Like, some days I like Jackie, some days I like Simone. I used to hate Quad, but I've been tolerating her a lot more. I think I'm just going to say Toya, just for the simple fact that she's just entertaining to me. And Jackie, just like Giselle, was my sorority sister. I always liked how she was always the neutral one and always the one that was level-headed in all of their situations, who was able to calm everybody down. But it seems like this season she right along with them. So I don't know if she's still going to be one of my favorites.
I'll block you. Is that, no, that's not Jackie, right? Which one is the one that's like, I'll block you. I'll block everybody.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know.
Is it Simone? Who's blocking everybody? I think it's Simone who's blocking everybody.
Probably Simone. Sounds like something Simone would say.
So freaking funny. Oh, I don't know. Let's go with your husband is literally the definition of a big ass bitch. Yeah. That was Dr. Contessa, right?
Ooh, Contessa in my heavenly voice.
Versus Toya.
Yeah, I mean, they've been into it for a while. Yeah. We all knew they didn't like each other. Contessa was always somebody who never really got into it with people until she started getting into it with Contessa. But her calling the husband a big ass bitch, I was like, okay, she is really going for it this season.
Real Housewives of Atlanta Part 2.
But what really shocked me was the fact that Toya didn't say anything back. And I wonder if she's just trying to be like this mature person, like, oh, I'm above this, blah, blah, blah. Or if she know Contessa gonna get with her. Because I think if it ever came a time where they would like go like physical, like Mariah, when they had their physical fight, she wasn't worried about Mariah, but I think with Contessa, she's like, okay, maybe she could roll with me.
Well, she's throwing fighting words. You know what I mean?
You call somebody's a husband a bitch. I was expecting Toya to get up and for it to be like a real deal brawl. Like, those are fighting words in my opinion. But she literally said nothing. And I think that was more of a shock to me than Contessa calling him that.
Well, this has been really hot right now. We've seen this on Real Housewives of Atlanta before when the husbands get involved. I feel like this one is the exception, though. I feel like this show is not like the Housewives at all. Like the Housewives, you get flack for even bringing your husband into the storyline at all. Like we don't like that at all. But I feel like Married to Medicine, it really is about the marriages. Yeah. It really is about the relationships and it really is about the friendships and the couples dynamics between each other. I was watching some of the clips before and they just really have opened themselves up. Even like the Quad divorce situation and their marriage thing. Like I saw all their clips with Andy and that was crazy.
Yeah, but I'm glad he's gone. But the only concern now is I'm seeing a lot of people like leave comments on our show or just on social media saying that they don't think Quad should be able to still be on the show because technically she's not, they're still married but they're not together, so she's not married to Medicine anymore. And Married to Medicine isn't like you said, like how Real Housewives where, you know, it's called Housewives but some of them aren't housewives. Everybody's married. Yeah. So how is it going to be now that she's the one who's not married?
Well, this isn't new. They started throwing this out at the reunion last year, right? They're like, you ain't even married to Medicine.
Yeah, so she need to get a new doctor, babe.
She was like, maybe you should get a chiropractor.
Oh, true.
Bring me a chiropractor. I like to be adjusted, baby. It feels good. It's all about chiropractor. I am not even mad. Oh yeah,
he'll touch you right. But I mean, I feel like even though Quad's technically not married to Medicine, she's a very important part of this show. Like she brings the drama and she still has technically a storyline. She's just not married. So it's like, is it worth giving up the drama that Quad brings just because she doesn't have a husband now?
I think it started out, it's going to be Married to Medicine, but this show has been on for 7 seasons. She's part of that storyline. She's part of that root of that tree. That show is really in there. We've seen this, as I said, it's been on for 7 seasons, so we're starting to see a little bit more of the families. Alora is growing up and wants a boyfriend. I love that Contessa brought McDonald's home for her kids.
But didn't even check with her husband first.
Seriously, like you were on the phone, you can't be like, did they eat?
I was very disappointed with Contessa in that whole way she handled that with her husband, because one, I didn't understand why she left to begin with. We saw her whole season about how I want to step away from medicine. I feel like a bad mom. I'm never around my kids. I don't think I can do both. And then she goes to a whole nother state.
Her husband's pissed off.
Yeah, so you're leaving your husband, who is still a doctor, and you know how hard it is to be a mom and still be a doctor. So you leave him by himself while he's still a doctor with 3 kids, and then you come home, you bring McDonald's like you saying, I can't make dinner for my kids.
I cooked a freaking roast.
And you complain about everything that's going on, and you're gone. Like, I just was really disappointed in Contessa and how she handled her husband in that situation. Because he's been stepping up for you, and then you complain.
Exactly. What do you think about, Quad is blonde, she's divorcing, and she wants something long and hard.
Oh, yeah, don't we all?
What do you think about her journey this season? What do you think we can expect from Quad? What do you think the main storylines are going to be? What can we expect?
I think it's just going to be her rebuilding her life now that she's single. We're going to see more about her job and how she's on Sister Circle, and I'm assuming she keeps saying she has all these businesses, so we'll see more of that. And I think we'll see her dating, which I think will be exciting. Going out on dates, and maybe all of her dates will be with doctors, so she can find her doctor husband and won't have to leave the show.
Daddy said, don't lay down with every man you meet. That was not my daddy. My daddy did not say that.
Oh my gosh.
My daddy old school.
Papa was a Rolling Stone.
Exactly. What do you think about this emergent tea party? That was weird. And then Quad talked the entire time and nothing came of it.
Yeah.
She's like, will you join me? Will you join me?
Yeah.
And then acted all cold later. What was that? It was weird.
Yeah, so crazy. One, I love the name Emergent Tea. I'm going to just use that in my daily life when I have kikis with my friends. But no, I didn't understand that either. How do you have this whole emotional, basically acting like you're about to cry moment with Simone, like, I really want to work this out, I really want to figure out what it is, and then come at her like that when you meet her? First of all, you came to the dinner late, not like 15 minutes late, like an hour and a half late, and then you come with an attitude when I felt like Simone was actually coming in a way, like you said, to try to figure out what the issue was and move past it and restore the friendship, and you immediately came out guns a-blazing, and then we find out why you're doing that, and it's because of something from a year ago that she already apologized for. It's like, you need, like I said, they don't get over anything on any of these shows. Everything is always just re-brought up, and it's like, why?
Hosted by the token church's lesbian. That was so weird.
Oh my gosh.
She's like, I want you to help these ladies. Her face, she was like, yeah, sure, I could do that. Like, what? I didn't get the blue-haired lesbian. That was weird.
I thought that but I was like, her face is B, and she doesn't, I'm not saying that lesbians all have the same voice, but I was like, maybe it's just the suit and the haircut. No,
she's a lesbian. I'm sorry. Jackie is learning the hard way that threesomes never work out. You know, they never work out. Someone always feels left out.
Yeah.
Like right now, Real Housewives of Orange County. Let's move on to that. I know you're not an avid watcher, but you did watch a little bit. Shannon got whacked in the head.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, let's talk about
Overreaction Central.
Yes. Just the fact that they called it her getting whacked in the head was overreacting. Like, when it happened.
This photo.
Yeah, this photo. Like, when I watched the clip, they were like, she gets whacked in the head. And so I saw the lady hit her with the mallet.
She didn't even flinch.
And yeah, exactly. And I was like, well, it must happen after this. Like, this can't be what they're talking about. And I was like, okay.
It wasn't until she found out that Kelly hit her that she was like, oh, it was a little hard. Yeah, that hit was a little hard.
Now my head is hurting.
Oh my God, my husband got in the head. He had spinal leakage. Maybe your brain is swelling. Oh my God, maybe you're bleeding from your brain internally. Like, really, Tamara?
Dramatic.
You know how Shannon is. She is a freaking hypochondriac. And here you come. Like, it's like, oh no.
So over dramatic. Like you said, she didn't even flinch. They wouldn't have even told her that she did that, she wouldn't have even acted like it bothered her.
Emily went to Vegas to dance, swim for her husband, who did not show up until the next day. That made no sense. And then Emily, like, she messed up. Let me give you a little pointer. If you're dancing in the middle, you can pretty much do whatever you want. I would have been like, forget the steps, feeling myself, blow into the camera, touching myself, maybe a little peek of the nip.
Oh yes, we love a good knee
She second guessed the moves, and like, people in the audience were like, you could visibly tell that people knew that she messed up. Yeah. Like, you got to play it off. It's show business.
Exactly.
Hopefully, you'll do another show. I believe in you. I think you can do it. You look good in that thong. Perry Larry liked it.
Well, if Perry Larry liked it, then you have to keep up with it.
Oh my God. You missed the titty show, Shane. But what you didn't miss was Shannon getting whacked. That was so freaking funny. Honestly, I didn't get the no electricity thing. That made no sense. I don't know why we were in the dark.
Yeah. She didn't even get whacked. She got tapped.
She got tapped. Apparently, Tamara is really writing this hard on Instagram. She's literally, if you write on her Instagram, I can't believe Kelly did that, or I can't believe Shannon is overreacting, Tamara will literally comment back and be like, you don't know how heavy the mallet was. It's like, really, calm down.
Yeah.
You know, there was like an interesting video of them flying to this retreat about a year ago where you hear in the background Shannon say, all right, well, I'm going to overreact when we get there.
Oh.
So someone pointed that out on Twitter to me a couple minutes before the show started, so I just wanted to point that out. Put that in the pipe and smoke it. Let me know in the comments what you think. Obviously, Tamara's a huge instigator, and we can't stand her. And Kelly Dodd is making us laugh, talking about getting donged in the morning and getting pounded. We love it. Let's move on to news and gossip.
Too much.
AfterBuzz TV News.
Oh my God, you guys. Real Housewives of Atlanta is back. Kenya is back. Nene and Kenya are fighting. Nene was on freaking Wendy Williams, and Wendy Williams was like, Kenya Moore, and Nene was like, who? I don't know who that is. I don't know her. But what I do know is that Eva's pregnant, had a huge baby shower. It was sunflower themed. We have a photo for you guys.
So cute.
All of the ladies were in attendance, including Marlo. Everybody was there with the sunflower, acting, having a good time. But Nene and Kenya got into it. We have the article I want to read to you. I usually don't like to read stuff unless it's imperative, but the wording is freaking hysterical. Can we move on to the next page? Okay, it said Nene charged Kenya like a runaway buffalo. Nene charged Kenya like a runaway buffalo. Marlo had to hold her back. Nene would have dragged Kenya worse than Portia did.
Ooh, and that was a drag.
It's getting good.
It was
you guys
worse than that.
Oh man, we're gonna have to really check this out. You guys, I want Nene to like loosen up. I heard she's fighting with Cynthia too. Like, Nene, I want you to be happy. 'Cause I don't like when you get this low and you're fighting with everyone, because then it just gets really nasty.
It just shows how bothered she is by Kenya, because it seems like, based off of how Real Housewives of Atlanta ended, that the reason she's into it with Cynthia is because of Kenya.
Yeah.
And now Kenya's back on the show, and we're seeing all these issues with her.
She's
and
bothered
Kenya.
by her. You're right.
Yeah, and she said, like she said on Wendy Williams, oh, who is that? I don't know her. Like, obviously we know you know her, Nene.
Yeah.
Because y'all been on the show together for years.
Exactly.
So it's just making you look like you're bothered by her, like she's bothered with your life.
And speaking of, Phaedra was rumored to be dating Mr. Chocolate. We've all talked about that on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I guess this is Giselle Bryant's husband?
I never knew that until recently. That is some T.E., okay?
And they're now getting back together.
Yeah,
Giselle
they're back
Bryant
together.
and her husband, her ex-husband, they've been divorced for 12 years. They're now back together. And so Phaedra, they asked her about this on Watch What Happens Live, and Giselle was like, Phaedra says they dated, but he says that they didn't. So I don't know. She's not important, and I'm not worried about her. So Phaedra posted a little Instagram photo looking amazing, boobs out, looking snatched, and she said, well, if it wasn't me, doesn't matter, because it wasn't you.
Yeah.
Ooh, the tea.
Yeah, but didn't they say, and I have to go back and watch old episodes on Hulu or something, but didn't they say that Mr. Chocolate was married? Like, he wasn't married to Giselle then,
I don't
right?
know.
They've been broken up for like 12 years.
For some reason, like, I need to go back and watch too, because I was thinking Mr. Chocolate was a stripper, because remember we had that like stripper come out, and then like, I don't know, maybe I'm just mixing episodes, maybe it's wishful thinking, who knows.
Maybe. I mean,
Lexi, thank you so much for coming in. Did you have fun?
Thank you for having me. I had so much fun. I love talking everything Bravo, so thank you so much for inviting me. It was
Let
so
us
fun.
know where we can find you and what you're up to.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at I am Lexi Fierce. That is IAMLEXIFIERCE. You can also catch me on the Married to Medicine and Real Housewives of Potomac after shows.
Obviously, you can find me every single Wednesday here, 6 p.m. on my show. It's Bravo Bitch with Hollywood Leon. Your favorite day of the week, your favorite Bravo after show, where we break down all of the hottest shows, give you all of the scolding tea. We just throw it on ya. Here you go.
Take it.
We'll be here next Wednesday. Make sure to follow It's Bravo Bitch on Instagram. I want some followers. Give me some followers. Leave a 5-star review on iTunes, please. You know what? If we reach 100 reviews on iTunes, I will do something very special for you guys. And I have some Bravo celebrities lined up in the wings for the next couple weeks. So thank you so much for watching and for listening and for supporting. I really appreciate it. Tell your friends if they watch Bravo, they should be watching It's Bravo Bitch with Hollywood Leon. Bye, AfterBuzzers.
Bye.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.